Good evening, one and all. I'm back again. My call sign is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. My name is Mac, and I'm situated here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, on the West Mountain. It's approaching 7 p.m., and we're going to monitor the VE3. No, we're not. It's Thursday. We're going to monitor the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on the simplex frequency of 446.125, which means I'm the net controller. Anyways, please stand by. There's 7 o'clock. Attention all stations. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. And welcome to another Thursday evening edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This net meets 5 times a week, 4 days on the VA3ZOE repeater, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and on Thursday evenings on this 446.125 simplex frequency. All nets are conducted at 7 p.m., and we stay here until we run out of check-ins, or things to talk about. We also encourage folks to join in on Friday evening for the ZOE Ragju also. But this one is at 8 o'clock with a net controller by the name of Larry, VE3LBI. Anyways, we're staying by for any time-sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations. All right, nothing heard there. So just to let you know, we're also live streaming on YouTube. Just look up my call sign, VA3IMW, and scroll down and click on that little red sticker that says live. You'll find us right here. Anyways, opening the net wide for anybody to check in. If you have a valid call sign, I'm more than interested in saying hi. VA3WPG. Good evening, Chris. VA3WPG, number one with a bullet. How you doing tonight?
Good evening, VA3WPG. Good evening, all. Doing all right. Making lots of progress with my sorting my SD cards. Almost getting that done. I got the little button fixed on my microphone again, so I'm back on the VA2 again. And not much else other than that. Just working away on my files here, and I guess I'll be listening to the net in the background.
All right, very good. So did you invest in one of those external solid state drives? I think I had mentioned that Amazon's got a really good, sweet deal on a couple of 2 terabyte drives, external, so you can hook them up to any computer. Great way to back up all kinds of stuff, and it certainly is a lot more robust than the thumb drives.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Maybe I'm got a couple old hard drives kicking around. I can't seem to get them going. I've got a new USB to SATA adapter on the way tomorrow. See if it's that. Other than that, I'm all SSD 2.5-inch and M.2 drives now in my computers. Other than the storage that I was doing on the SD cards, as I learned that's not for long term. Put all my new backups on an M2 drive, and now I know I need to power it up at least once a month.
Yeah, that was good input from Wade, I guess. Always leave it up to the computer geeks to keep us on the straight and narrow. All right, Chris, looking forward to the weekend as well. Sunday being December 21st, winter solstice activation. So I'm assuming you and Bill have got all of your rides scheduled with Wade?
I haven't talked to Wade. That one is absolutely easy enough for me to just jump on one bus. Haven't looked at the weather yet. Weather permitting, I've been out on the bike the past couple days. Weather permitting, I might even bring the bike down there. I'll have to check that out. But I really don't think I need a ride to bus really stops in front of my place, and it takes me directly in front of City Hall. So I would just have to walk across the front courtyard, around the past the side in between City Hall. What is that? A hockey museum, and then into the back parking lot, and I'm there.
All right. Well, that sounds like you're a standalone, stand-up guy. All right, Chris, we'll be looking forward to it. All right. Anything else before I make another call?
I don't think I'm going to lug my battery or my radio again, but I will bring my wire again because showing up there, I do like to contribute something. So I'll be there with some wire antenna gear.
Yep, QSL. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my battery will last for the duration of what we need. And the FT891 is coming with me, so I'm not sure who else is going to bring backup gear, but we'll work that out. Not to worry. Not to worry whatsoever. And always having that wire, which saved our bacon last December. Good on you. Certainly appreciate it. All right. Thanks, Chris. And we'll take another standby and see if we can catch a couple of more folks coming in to say hello.
VA3NFG.
All right. VA3NFG. Did somebody try to double with Steve? Thought I heard a little burp. Anyways, good evening, Steve. And how's things shaping up for the weekend for you?
Good evening, Mac, and to all on net here. Well, it's going as scheduled, I suppose. I work Saturday, I'm off Sunday. So, we're meeting when? We're meeting to be up and operating by 12 o'clock. So, when should we start dropping in? Around 11:30?
Yeah, I'm planning on being there 11:30-ish, get things set up so that we can be radio functional by noon and start calling at that point in time. So, and if things are going to warm up, throughout the day, then maybe that's a good time. So, and I'm not even going to check the space weather because I really don't want to know. I'm sure with the folks that are already cognizant that we're going to be doing this, we'll have more than enough folks to follow us around on the bands.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll be probably picking up Mark, VA3MHV. I'll probably get him around 11 a.m. So between now and then, so that'll be from, I'll be traveling to the far east mountain, the end of Mohawk Road, basically, and then coming back through the city here. So if there is anybody that could benefit from getting a ride with Mark and I, just give one of us a holler or a text, and we'll make the arrangement.
All right. I'm not sure who else is in that area, but certainly appreciate making the offer. I know Larry's coming from Upper Ottawa. He likes to be independent. So I'm sure we'll see him show up all by his lonesome. I'm not sure if Dave, VA3CP, is going to join us. He may just be a little tender, but I'm sure if he's not out and about, he'll probably hunt us for a little bit. Anyways, appreciate you making arrangements, and we're looking forward to this event, and also looking forward to it not being a noisy and cold day like we survived last year.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, it was a little on the chilly side. I do remember that. Surprised these Paul, VE3PDL, the morning of. See if I can coax them into joining us there at City Hall. He's right on my way of travel, so I'll be able to pick him up, no problem. So, yep, fingers crossed that it doesn't dip below -5. Anything above that would be a bonus. So, all right, Mac. That's my take on the situation, and we'll send it back to net control to see who else we can coax into keying up. VA3IMW, VA3NFG.
All right, and just a quick signal report for you. 15 over S9, great signal. And thanks for warming up the big radio. All right, stand by for any further check-ins. VA3IMW on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. VE3LBI, VA3IMW. Good evening, Larry. Yeah, after I talked to you a little earlier this evening, the highway opened up, and so did the throttle body. Aye. Yeah, made excellent time, and very minimal traffic interference until I got down to the 403, and then it was business as usual. How you doing tonight?
Oh, not too bad, Mac. Yeah, a little interruption there while we were talking earlier, but didn't bother too much. What's going on today? Well, I had my fan and my power supply got noisy, so I decided to take it out, clean it. 26 screws. And they got 2 to take the fan out. So 28 screws to take that fan out of that little power supply. Give it a good clean and then put it back in. So it's quieted down quite a bit.
26 screws to get the cooling fan out of your power supply. That's somewhat over-engineered. For the most part, cooling fans are held in place by 4 screws, right?
Well, this one's on the ICOM. It's the PS20 power supply. And it's got an outer case. It's got an aluminum inner case. There's 26 screws, and then just take 2 to get the fan out. You can't get the fan out unless you take it all apart.
Oh, so they built the power supply around the cooling fan. I gotcha. Yeah, that helps you understand why they wrote the song 96 Tears.
Yeah, really. But fortunately, you got one of those little power screwdrivers to help take them out. Not much good for putting them back in because the screws won't stick to it because they're a light gauge aluminum. The ones on the internal side, anyways. But yeah, I just for fun I counted them. Yeah, 26 screws, and then they got the. It's a well-built power supply. It actually has some toroids inside, actually on the power lines to make sure there's no noise coming out of it.
Well, that's certainly a good design feature. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's heard of voltage feed lines becoming an antenna. So it would be good to eliminate RF from that type of thing. But still, that sounds like way too many screws. You would figure, assuming that the power supply, the transformer, and all the circuitry is going to last far beyond a mechanical motor, you would simply mount the cooling fan on the back of the unit and vent it such that it would just flow through. Then when that fan goes kerplunk, you take out 4 screws, undo the snap connector, and plug in a new one, and Bob is your uncle, or at least your aunt's significant other.
Well, that's not the first time I've had it out, but anyways, it was pretty dirty. So this afternoon, got some Christmas bacon done. I ended up baking up some galettes. Everybody likes them, so I decided to get at that. I got that done. So, but I think we got about 11. It'd be about not 11 it's coming, but it'd be about 11 of us for supper, I think, on Christmas Day. So, missing a couple. They're busy with something else going on, but it'll be a good day, I'm sure.
Well, I certainly hope you have a better track record than last year. I think you had great plans for a wonderful Christmas dinner, and then all of a sudden, a lot of people got sick and they canceled, right? So it would be nice to have a year where everybody's healthy and nobody fears getting together.
Actually, that was the year before. We did have it last year, but we didn't have all of Brenda's family over last year. So this year we do. Anyways, yeah, it's all set to go. Like I said, I spent some of the afternoon there, about an hour, I guess, made up a bunch of galettes. They're all set. Ended up packaging downstairs here, ready to be, I guess, it'd be gobbled up on Christmas Day, or unless I get at it before.
Oh, Chuck, you just made a funny on the chat. He heard you say Christmas bacon. Not the pork kind, I'm sure. And galettes, that's some kind of a pastry, isn't it?
It's a Belgium waffle. Normal waffles are made just like pancakes. They're not, but a Belgian waffle. They're made with brown sugar and white sugar, vanilla.
Okay, those are those little cookie things with all the imprints in them. I gotcha.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have a piece of equipment here that my mother had. It was given to her. It's probably about 100 years old, and it's actually you do one at a time on top of I would have probably done it on a wood stove, but you could do it on a gas stove. Not for me. I'm not getting into that one. I've been using some like a waffle maker, but I use it to make galettes.
Yep, very good. Delicious, and your teeth ache just thinking about it. Anyways, also consider the Christmas bacon. Aye, aye.
Yeah, we don't have any of that. No Christmas bacon.
All right. And he's correct. There's no such thing as Christmas bacon, because if you cook it now, it would be gone way before Christmas. All right, Larry. And I'm assuming we're going to see you downtown on Sunday.
I'm not going to guarantee it. I'll see how things go. Like I said, we'll probably get more of an idea of who's all going maybe tomorrow night. Get a few check-ins and find out who's actually going to drop down there on Sunday. Plans are up in the air. I'm not going to say 100% right now.
Okay, I'll mark you down for 98%. Very good. Okay, certainly appreciate it. And obviously, if you're not with us, you're hunting us. All right, let's see if we can trap anybody else there if you're all done.
Yes, sir, that's it. All right, thanks for picking me up. I'll be back.
Okay, thanks, Larry. And we'll catch you certainly tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the ZOE Rag Chew. Let's see. I'm at the end of my list, so let's make another one. VA3IMW, standing by for further check-ins.
Comment.
I'll take a comment. Go ahead, Steve.
Thanks, Matt. VE3LBI, VA3NFG. You probably heard my check-in there a few minutes ago. Just let me know, Larry. I can easily pick you up after I get Mark.
Oh, thanks, Steve. No problem. No, I've got the car. No issue with that. So I'll just see how things are going, whether how the weather is and everything else. Being a little bit older, sometimes the cooler temperatures kind of get at you a little harder. So if I'm not down there, I definitely would be hunting for you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Just putting it out there. I am going to your neck of the woods twice. So. Out of convenience, just let me know if you need a ride. It'll be convenient to pick you and Mark up together and drop you back off at home. Okay, that's all I got. We'll touch base tomorrow night. VA3NFG.
Yep. Okay. Thanks, Steve. Back to work, Mac. Thanks, Mac.
Okay, thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Standing by for any further check-ins. VA3IMW for the LORC.
VE3IUK.
He said with panting breath. How you doing tonight, Bill? VE3IUK, VA3IMW.
Oh, not too bad, Mac. Haven't had a chance to do anything with my antenna just because of the fall I took a week ago Sunday. My back is still a bit sore, so hopefully maybe early next week I can get Chris over and we can have a look, see if we can figure out what's going on. And I know that I've had an offer from Steve for help too, but right now we're just still recouping from this fall. So I don't even know if I'm going to make it Sunday. It's sort of day to day right now.
Absolutely. You got to take care of yourself and not overstress the situation. And obviously, if you catch a chill and you're already achy, maybe what is it they say? Discretion is the better part of valor.
Yeah, I would go along with that. So we'll just play it by ear. And even if I decide last minute I can bus it down there. It's just one bus for me, and it's the Beeline, and it runs fairly frequently even on Sundays. So it wouldn't take me long to get there. So, I just caught the tail end of you talking about buying SSDs on Amazon. Just little sort of caveat for folks: just make sure that you stick with brand names, because there are a lot of scams on Amazon for hard drives coming out of China that report to be 2 terabyte, but they're not. So just beware of that.
Comment.
Absolutely. All right, stand by a second, Bill. We'll take Chris's comment.
It was also in the news the other day, or earlier today, yesterday. Somebody ordered some RAM, 32 gig RAM or something like that, and they got metal weights or door hinges or something like that in the package. Yeah, metal weights. And yeah, Bill, just Monday is the only not good day for me. Monday next week, but yeah. Okay. Other than that, just that's it. Yeah, metal plates for computer RAM.
Yeah, Roger to that. Yeah, probably won't be the weekend, Chris. But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. What was else I gotta say? Yeah, it's just that there are solid state drives, and you can see lots of videos on YouTube regarding this, where they put a 32 gigabyte SSD card in an enclosure. It looks like a hard drive, and they do something with the controller to fooling you into thinking that you've got a larger drive than you do. So just thought I'd throw that in there.
Absolutely. The other thing that's advisable if you're buying electronics through Amazon, you probably want to stay away from the sponsored links and have purchases only that are sold and delivered by Amazon. That way the return policy is clear. So you get something that is substandard, broken, or even not quite the color that you like. Amazon will gladly take it back, and they'll even email you a label so you can stick it on and drop it off at your nearest post office or FedEx shipping office. Anyways, Bill, be good to yourself, my friend. Try to keep those feet underneath you, and all the best wishes for speedy healing.
Yeah, Roger to that. And as I say, we'll just play it by ear. If you stick to brand names like Union Sign, Western Digital, Seagate, and Samsung, usually you're pretty safe. Kingston, any of those names, you're pretty safe with for that kind of merchandise. I pretty much follow state here, except for high capacity storage. Still use the mechanical for that. Solid state really hasn't come down in price yet for high capacity, but sure it will sooner or later. Anyways, thanks a lot for doing it, Mac, and everybody have a good evening.
Okay. Thanks again, Bill. Appreciate the effort you made for checking in tonight. Definitely good to hear from you. And by the way, a reminder to anybody, if you're going to take a break, let us know, because I'm turning into a real worry wart. And when people disappear for no good reason, I start fretting. And I'm not usually one that bites my nails. Anyways, also recognizing Albert, who's checked in on YouTube in the chat. Thank you very much. Trust things are going well in Barrie. We had 8 degrees Celsius today here. So the snow is melting, and I trust things are going the right direction for your construction project. Let us know how that goes. All right, we'll stand by now and see if we can trap another check-in.
Yeah, just one more quick comment, Mac.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, so still dealing with the high noise level, and I've noticed when I looked on 2 meters that there seems to be a abnormally high noise level there as well on the simplex. So I'm not sure what's going on, but anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there, and certainly that is a good comment about if people are going to be, absent, that maybe they can just throw a message on Discord or throw it on one of the nets or something like that. So we'll make note to do that in the future. Thanks a lot, Mac.
All right. Yep. Too many people care about too many other people. So, yeah, when things happen, we just, not that I'm nosy, I guess I am, but I just want to know everybody's still on the right side of the grass. All right. Stand by for any further check-ins. VA3IMW for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net.
Yeah, VA3WPG.
All right. We'll stand by, Noel. We'll take Chris's comment, and we'll get right to you.
Yeah, just quickly, it was the important thing I forgot to mention about that RAM was it was in fact from Amazon too, so it was probably one of them marketplace sellers. But devastated PC builder orders DDR5 RAM from Amazon, receives DDR2 and some weight. Counterfeit 32 gigabyte, a worrying sign of rising return and sales fraud. But yeah, Amazon. That's it. VA3WPG.
Okay, very good. So obviously disappointed by his purchase, but Amazon certainly would have had to cover that as a bona fide return. All right. Good evening, Noel. VE3KDT, VA3IMW.
VA3IMW, VA3KDT. Good evening. Everyone else listening. Yeah, not too much to report. Still just plugging away. And a buddy of mine dropped off a whole bunch of Tim Hortons boxes through a friend that we know that works there, so that was good. And yeah, just kind of still doing that. So just wanted to give you a quick little check-in and put one in the books. Other than that, yeah, I'll be standby. Thank you.
All righty. So you're packing all your underwear in donut boxes?
Well, yeah, I'm sweet enough, aren't I?
Not going to touch that one. Not with your 10-foot pole. Anyways, boxes are boxes, and yeah. All right. Well, I trust all things are going well. They say moving is a good time to purge the things that you haven't used in 6 months, and maybe we should be doing more of that on a regular basis. And I'm sure you're looking at a lot of stuff that you haven't touched in forever and can't figure out why you've moved it already 3 or 4 times.
Yes, very much so. I've kind of focused a little bit on everything that I am moving and organizing all that stuff. But I have a basement full of junk, and there's a lot that I'm going to be purging. And just like you said, I haven't touched it in 6 months, or there is actually some boxes that I have moved to 3 different places without touching one. So, yep, it's going. I do not need that anymore.
All right. And you can video this as you're throwing it out, and it'll go viral on TikTok and YouTube and whatever other social stream that you can put it on. You can be a superstar. Yeah, Noel, the organizer.
Oh, that would certainly shock a few.
There you go. See, that's why it goes viral. All right. Anyways, we'll also say that we're looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. Trust all goes well and you're able to join us.
Yeah, I don't think I gave an update or whatever else on that, but the way it's working out for the holidays for this year, yeah, I will be actually solo. So if there is anything you need me to bring, I can probably do that. I don't have the truck or anything else until the end of the day is there to actually start moving stuff. So all my my gear will be here.
Yeah, I don't think you need to burden yourself, but don't forget Ray. See if he's available to come on down, and the more folks we have to stand around in a circle, I guess we can huddle like the penguins.
I will certainly try. I know it's he usually gets the list of chores and stuff to do with the kids and everything on the weekends, so it becomes a busy time for him. But yeah, I'll see if I can drag him.
All right. Zip ties work well if you need to put them in the trunk. Anyways, thanks again, Noel. Certainly appreciate your check-in.
Rouse, yeah, I will be looking along. Thank you.
All right. Not much of a list, taking them one at a time, but that's okay. It helps to work with the memory. Anyways, stand by for any further check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Victor Alpha 3 India, Mike Whiskey, standing by.
Finally, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu.
Finally? Well, it's only 7:30. We got lots more time. How did you find the bands today, Chuck? I got a story for you once you tell me what you've been doing.
Yeah, well, let's see now. I didn't actually get to look at the bands till later today. I was busy going out for my walk. Thought I would pick up a few stocking stuffers and, of course, a few sweets for me. Sweets for the diabetic. And when I got there, there was a traffic jam. All these ladies pushing shopping carts inside Walmart, and it was quite the sight. Had to navigate a couple of jam ups, and but I made it out. I didn't get everything I wanted, so I managed to claw my way to the cashiers and climb out of the store safely and make it back home. I'll try again maybe tomorrow. Maybe it's because it was such a nice day. I don't know. But anyways, last night with the net and my technical difficulties, turns out there were two simultaneous issues. And the first one turned out to be as simple as the XLR cable. That's the 3-prong cable for my studio mic that goes into my mixer. All I had to do was unplug it and plug it back in so it would make contact again to a clean portion. I guess it had oxidized a little bit, and from sitting still all the time. These things are usually meant to be unplugged and plugged on a regular basis. So that was that issue for the staticky noise that I was getting or giving. And then when I lost audio, that was a crappy 3.5 millimeter cable that was supposed to be a high-end cable, and turns out I replaced it with an Amazon Basics cable, and that cleared it all up. So I'm all set for for next round. Hopefully there's no staticky noise coming out right now. I don't think there is. Doesn't look like it. So back to you, Mac.
No, actually, audio's nice and crisp. I love what you've done with your hair as well. Yeah, it sounds crisp and clean. Obviously, we're hearing maybe the fan of the power supply, but other than that, crystal clear. No hiss, crackle, or anything else. Do you have a jar of dielectric grease? Maybe a little touch of that on the 3-prong mic plug might give you a long-term solution for that. It'll prevent future corrosion and stuff like that. But yeah, those other USB cables and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not confident on how that stuff survives long term, and whether you have dissimilar metals in the contacts between one cable and the jack that it's plugged into, because dissimilar metals, they fight each other. Metals like to steal electrons, and that's called anodic corrosion, and that's usually the breakdown of connections in electronic components. A little science there for you today. Anyways, thanks overall for the entertainment last night, and we're certainly going to be looking forward to you doing perhaps a abridged version of the AREG on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I'll be there for sure. And the other thing that I wanted to share was that the Thursday night simplex net will be conducted on Christmas Day in the evening and on New Year's Day. I've got lots of time on my hands, and I got one more sleep before I'm in vacation mode. I've got one more thing to tell you before you go.
I'm all ears, so they say.
Well, you can see the ears because there's no hair covering. Anyways, so you didn't mention how you found the bands because it was later in the day that you got back to the radio. But I was disappointed in the performance of 20 meters. There really wasn't much on 40 meters to listen to. But usually the stations I would hear in, let's say, Utah, Alabama, Arizona, Texas, a lot of noise, and the band was rather dull. However, when I spun the dial over to listen to Whiskey Delta 6 Uniform Charlie Kilo in California, I got a 5x3 report both ways from his POTA park. So strangely enough, 20 meters was underperforming in the skip distance that I would expect it to work on. But a nice clear contact between Ontario and California. So I'm not sure what that says about band conditions. Just weird. Anyways, back to you.
Yeah, okay. Well, for me, I was mostly on 40 meters because the transprovincial net was on 7.100. And I usually like to check in the 2 o'clock hour and say hi to Colin, which is on the West Mountain, where in your neighborhood. That's Victor Echo 3 Fox Juliet November, or how he says it, Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Juliet November. Colin. And so I usually like to check in with him before I check in with Rick. And so I found the 40 meter band was great this afternoon while on the nets there. And I could even hear one guy came in with a Victor Echo 9, but he kind of faded on us and disappeared. So 20 meters was just terrible. And doesn't look quite good right now, I think. So, but anyways, that's my experience there, Mac. Back to you.
All right, very good. How are you doing on your 12 days of Christmas?
Still looking for one.
Yeah. You know, I got to say I'm a little disappointed with our neighbors down south again. The 12 days of Christmas call signs are usually spotted on DX Summit and things like that. But when you go down there and listen, what an ignorant bunch of, I don't know what to call them. It's just a cacophony of organized chaos. So it's worse than contesting day, right? So I think I've made a couple of contacts when I've seen the call sign spotted initially. Get in there, make a quick contact, and get out. And by the time you're finished, the gang is there, and it's just one amazing pileup. But it's not just a pileup to say A bunch of people are calling at the same time, but it's like 45 or 50 seconds long where people are coming in and giving their call signs 3 and 4 and 5 times, and just OMG, would you guys just settle down and take a number, get in line.
Oh, that's absolutely right, Mac. I agree 100%. Repeating their call signs over and over and over again, and just that's so annoying. And yeah, Americans are definitely rude. The rudest of most of the countries that we listen to and contact. And yeah, except for the POTA guys, though. POTA guys are pretty cool and pretty laid back. So anyways, yeah, it's one of the reasons why, well, last night I was trying to get a gentleman in Puerto Rico there right after Larry, LBI, and he got jumped on by like 100 guys, and then I could hear repetitive call signs, and I'm like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this, so I just said, okay, bye-bye. So if that continues, well, then that's what's going to happen. But you can find the different call signs for the different days of Christmas on QRZ. It's currently on the right side of the page where it says, "'Tis the season, 12 days of Christmas is on the air." You click on that, and it will give you all the call signs with their association, like 2 turtle doves, 3 French hens, and so on. So there you go.
Yeah, I think the guy I was listening to last night was that bonus station out of Puerto Rico, Whiskey 2 Sierra. And yeah, definitely. All right. Anything else before we go? Looking forward to you following us on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. But although I think I can't go to 80 meters, somehow I lost the ability to tune there, unless when I was tuning there, I was using the manual tuner. So the auto tuner no longer goes to 80, but this is not the season to be messing with that antenna right now. But yeah, absolutely. No, that's it for me, Mac. Thank you for doing this net. And oh, and by the way, there was a call sign at the beginning of the net. He's actually a neighbor, just lives a few blocks away there. I'll give you his call. But you weren't hearing him at all. And I suspect he's one of those guys that likes to run 1/1,000,000th of a watt to see if he can get out. But in any case, it was Victor Echo 3 Bravo Kilo Delta. Laz is his name. So thanks again, Mac. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Bravo Kilo Delta. So you're a relay check-in, and thank you very much for your try. Up your power and raise your antenna about 300 feet. Thank you very much. And Chuck, appreciate you sharing that call sign. All right, stand by for any further check-ins for the Thursday night simplex version of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Nothing heard. Thank you very much. It's 7:43. Just a quick reminder, everybody, don't forget to come back and talk to us tomorrow night starting 8 p.m. on the VE3 repeater, your net controller. If all goes well, will be Larry, VE3LBI, and we'll talk about things that nobody cares about. Anyways, we'll also give a special shout out to Albert. Safe trip home tomorrow, and I trust the thaw does well for all of your endeavors. As far as our check-ins tonight, certainly appreciate everybody making the effort to say hi tonight, and whether it's on YouTube or an RF check-in, we certainly appreciate everyone. If we miss anybody between now and Christmas, I'll take this opportunity to thank you and have a very Merry Christmas. drive sober, and stay safe. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey turning this frequency back over to normal amateur use and bidding you all 7 3s.
I should make sure I drive sober.
That's how we say goodbye.